Good afternoon. Have you heard about the recent spat between Trump and Medvedev? Do you know about it? What do you think about this?
We admire Medvedev,
Why?
and he is generally very correct and smart, and he speaks the whole truth.
Look, he started threatening Trump with nuclear weapons. Is he right in this?
And what is Trump doing? Isn't he threatening?
Trump is threatening with sanctions.
Why? He deployed 2 nuclear submarines.
In response to Medvedev's words, yes.
No, he was planning to do it even earlier.
Of course, we don't just think, we monitor this.
Where are you tracking, sis?
We all read the press everywhere.
What press do you usually get and where?
Any. We collect everything. We sit all day.
Look, actually, we don't know what motives Trump had there, but he sent submarines right after Medvedev's words, so that's the sequence.
He would have sent them anyway. He would have sent them anyway.
For what purpose?
And what is he doing there? We don't know anything at all. I don't trust him at all. He's some kind of inadequate president.
Why inadequate?
The smartest person. He's cool. He's the head of America. America is the biggest. Everyone else, including Putin, should submit to him, stand on their hind legs, and listen carefully to what he says. There's no difference in intelligence between him and the previous one.
Well, look, yes, on one hand, an eccentric personality. On the other hand, he wants to end the military actions. That is, he is making efforts towards this. Do you think in this case he has a good cause or not?
For him, the point of ending military affairs is business.
Because he's a businessman, not a politician. He has never been a politician. He is a pure businessman. Therefore, from this point of view, and if he were a politician, he would still do things differently. Reagan didn't act like that.
How do you think he should have acted?
Well, if he wants to prevent all this, he no longer wants to listen to anyone. Stop supplying weapons to Ukraine. That's it.
So, do you think this will be the right decision?
We think so, yes.
Well, in that case, that Trump probably supports Ukraine, that is, he's kind of trying to maintain a certain balance, and if there is no weaponry in Ukraine, then Russia will conquer Ukraine, so he is most likely reasoning this way.
You know, it's one thing to talk and another to act. He talks a lot, and sometimes beautifully, but then it all turns out the opposite. That's why we don't trust him.
Could you give examples of things he said and then it turned out the opposite?
He said he will not help Ukraine with weapons. Well, how? Restrict everything there. It's time to finish it.
He's just making a clever move. He personally does not supply weapons. He sells it to Europe. What Europe does is not his concern. That's the kind of politician he is. Isn't it the same thing?
Yes, but he only started doing this after, according to his words, Putin refused to negotiate.
Yes, he would do it anyway, because he can't understand the reasons for this event. He doesn't care about some Russians there, that they were somehow beaten. They supposedly live in Ukraine and can do whatever they want there. He can't understand this. So in fact, he does things without understanding what. Nothing will work out for him. This can only end in an even bigger, maybe a fight over time.
Why do you think so?
Well, how is Europe feeling? It's like a second Hitler has come to power in Germany. He's a pure Nazi.
Merz, or whatever his name is, I forgot.
Nasty one, glasses wearing.
Well, that's natural, because most of them are children of former SS members, former fascist generals, or grandchildren, and therefore naturally the ideology of their ancestors for them. More important, there is not a single smart person like Bismarck. Now, Bismarck was a smart person.
Well, what do you think? Why do you say now that Merz is closer to Hitler than to Bismarck? Why is that?
Because he propagates Nazi ideology. But Bismarck said something completely different, and about Russia, he said that it's not worth getting involved with Russia at all.
But they are meddling, do you think so?
Of course, they are meddling. They are, well, take even these small Baltic countries. It's like little dogs starting to bark. They don't even let Estonian citizens into Russia anymore.
On an excursion,
They don't let them in. They stand at the border for several hours. Well, probably letting them through drop by drop now. And that's it. Although from Russia, people go there without any issues.
Look, well, regarding Marx, he is the leader of the Christian Democratic Union. That's the name of the party, so it's not a Nazi party, it's the Christian Democratic Union.
Well, that's the name.
the name is one thing, but the actions are another.
And if you listen to him, his essence is Nazi.
What is he saying?
And for them, Russians have always been some kind of rabble. And bears walk the streets.
Do you think they still believe that?
Of course, some still think so. I am more than sure.
Don't we have stereotypes about them? Do you think we don't think in stereotypes about them?
No, we didn't really have stereotypes about them. Although there was a war and many of our people were killed, we traveled to Germany peacefully. In East Germany, it's a completely different politics. They actually call them fascists.